reduce traffic crashes, preserve lives, and build a safer environment for all.
Also, Corps Marshal of the FRSC Shehu Mohammed, represented by the Assistant Corps Marshal in charge of DSSP Felix Kiman, said modern now focuses on competence-based training that goes beyond teaching people how to operate vehicles.
We are quite aware that the routes out there, the things that are happening on them, 80% of it is a result of human factors. And if it is human factor, we also know that drivers are doing that are following certain errors that they commit, mistakes that they commit, and all that of things. Then we have the driving school standardization program, which has the proprietors and the instructors. They are responsible for the training and recruitment of drivers. So this workshop that we are having here is actually intended to empower, to improve in the manner in which they conduct training, so that the impact will be felt on the drivers that they produce, so that the behavior of the drivers will improve, and in the long run will get better work control. Road traffic issues is a shared responsibility.
In his remarks, the Enugu State Coordinator of FRSC Special Marshal Comrade Anthony Orji called on governments at all levels to regulate the issuance of learners permits to driving schools and provide more driving ranges for practical training exercise.
There is a lot of people that are not able to afford the driving school level that is using state coaching. The government will have a Nigerian law on how to make sure that these people are related. And the issue of the government community is permanently given to driving school. They are the first of the training of those students so that we will now know that it's a process. And the driving school is accountable for all community. And if there is a process, whether the driving license, the person, the certification, which is free, the person goes to driving school, even if the mental health, he has no choice. He will go through the level to part of the exam.
GMFM's correspondent Lillian Royal reports that the sector commander of the FRSC in Enugu State, Franklin Abakoba, represented by Deputy Corps Commander Karen Ukulu, encouraged participants to take full advantage of the workshop by engaging actively, sharing ideas and embracing innovative approaches that will improve the standard of drivers training in Nigeria. And then the leadership crisis within the Nigerian Democratic Congress NDC in Enugu State continues to generate concern as the party insists it will reject or resist any attempt to hijack its structure ahead of the 2027 elections. Speaking on today's edition of Political Voices, Secretary of the NDC in Enugu State, Dr. Sebastian Kapo, maintained that there is no faction in the party, adding that arrangements are ongoing for the screening of aspirants ahead of the elections.
Whoever that tells you that he or she is a chairman in NDC should follow the Congress that produced him or her. Statistically, so far so good. I think in Soka West, if you come to the state constituency, have the highest number of aspirants, followed by Nunu, but followed by Enugu South, Urban and Rural. Very soon, before the end of today tomorrow, I will mention out the names of our screening committee, those that will screen. We will keep our party members informed of any activity that we are putting in place.
Also, founder and convener of the Ebube Triple Coalition, Honorable Samson Uku, expressed optimism that the internal dispute will be resolved, noting that the party will eventually put its house in order.
Look at what is going on between the John Paul-led faction and Obeda-led faction. I believe that in time, NDC
Other contributors, including Babasoni and Ukichuku, shared their views on the issue.
I don't like the idea of talking about that. It is always the right to more majority that comes to come up with position. In Nigeria, I expect the national level to come down and call them to the round table discussion.
GMFM's correspondent, Chizin Ebu, who monitored the program, observed party leadership situation, with some insisting there are no factions in the NDC, while others called for firmness, internal democracy, reconciliation, and transparent leadership to strengthen the party ahead of 2027 elections. And elsewhere, the Enugu chapter of the National Union of Teachers (NUT) has strongly condemned the recent directive by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAM) and the Federal Ministry of Education on the scrapping of JAM scores and the reduction of admission requirements to 4 YF credits for prospective College of Education students. The Enugu State NUT chairman, Comrade Theophilus Udu, expressed strong displeasure over the policy, criticizing both the JAM and the Ministry of Education for taking a sensitive decision without consulting key stakeholders, including the teachers' union.
Nigerian national teachers are not so comfortable with some of that. In the first instance, such as physical stakeholders, and many teachers stakeholders who are taken with concern in the context. So, for JAM, I need to take that decision without the consultation with anything in the diploma. You cannot decide something that can somebody has decided it. You hear the class, and I need to so things are what the done.
Speaking on the long-term implications of the policy, Comrade Udu warned that lowering the entry requirements could significantly undermine the quality of teaching and education standards in the country.
Negative methods have enough implications, but we don't know that education is now for candidates to know right, those who come very fast, who cannot even write down. So I initially complained when they say we want to other countries like Mexico, 200, but now it's only thing we can far who are still to the right or the fact. Now taking one to 100. Who is prepared the right?
Also reacting to the policy, the state treasurer of the National Union of Teachers, Chris Speaker, described the move as a setback and an insult to education professionals, while the Enugu State Secretary of the Union, Martin Raji, said that the leadership is not folding its arms, noting that internal consultations are still ongoing to ensure teachers' voices are heard.
They are very about a profession that is meant to be very quality and standard for being married, saying that marriage reduce piano. This is because when you reduce the entry point, you can stop the trying that you may count from parents and reduce to almost from. You never know they are coming up with another point. This policy is not.
Running on the union's position, the NUT chairman, Comrade Theophilus Udu, issued a strong warning to the authorities, saying that while the union prefers a diplomatic resolution, it will not rule out decisive action if the federal government insists on implementing the policy. Still to come on Dream FM's news and new stories from the foreign film, entertainment, and sports. Please stay with us.
This is Dream 92.5 News.
Welcome back to the news at noon on 92.5 FM. My name is Ekele Ezanyoma. On the foreign scene, the United States has charged the former Cuban leader Raul Castro with conspiracy to kill U.S. nationals and other related offenses over the 1996 shooting down of 2 aircraft flying between Cuba and Florida. The indictment filed on Wednesday alleges that Castro and 5 others were involved in the downing of planes belonging to the Cuban-American group Brothers to the Rescue, an incident that left 4 people dead, including 3 U.S. citizens. Castro, now 94, was head of Cuba's armed forces at the time and has long faced international criticism over the incident. The charges will be argued in a U.S. court, with some carrying potential life sentences, while murder-related counts could attract the death penalty or life imprisonment if proven. The development comes amid long-standing tensions between the United States and Cuba, including sanctions and an oil blockade that have contributed to economic hardships on the island. In entertainment, the Nollywood actress Sharon Oja has announced the birth of her first child with husband Ugo Moke. The actress shared the news on her social media page, expressing gratitude to God, her husband, family and friends for their support throughout her pregnancy journey. Oja and Woki reportedly dated for about 2.5 months before trying to tie the knot. She had earlier announced in March 2024 that she held a private civil wedding ceremony with her husband. And that's it from the world of entertainment today. My name is Ekene Ezanyoma. News.
Alright, let's now take you to the Dream Sports Center where our sports news anchor is standing by.
You're about to get Sports Authority. 3 FM Sports.
Hello and welcome to Dream Sports Center. We start our stories from tennis where Novak Djokovic has appointed Victor Shuiki as head coach between 4-time Grand Slam champions and them on Wednesday. The move comes after Shuiki helped guide the former world number 1 to Olympic gold in 2024. The former world number 12 and Serbia's Davis Cup captain Shuiki was part of Djokovic's coaching team at the 2024 Olympics where the Serb won a historic gold medal in Paris. Djokovic, who turns 29 on Friday, is set for his 22nd appearance at the French Open, which he has won 3 times. However, he has just played 3 tournaments this year and lost his only match on the clay at the Italian Open in Rome. And in football, Aston Villa proved a commanding performance on Wednesday to defeat FC Freiburg 3-0 in the Europa League final, sealing a long-awaited European title in style. Unai Emery's men went into the break 2 goals up thanks to sensational strikes from Yuri Telemans and Eric Buendia. After the break, Morgan Rogers tapped in a goal of Villa as they won the trophy in style. Emery has now won the competition a record extending 5 times, having achieved success with Sevilla and Villarreal in the past. And finally, Nigerian Flamingos have arrived in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire ahead of their 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifier against Guinea. The contingent traveled aboard Askai Airlines from Lagos with a stopover in Lomé, Togo, before landing at the Felix Buffet Johnny International Airport in Abidjan. Guinea will host the first leg at their makeshift home ground in Abidjan on Saturday. Both teams will clash with the first position at the Ramos Stadium in Kenya next week Saturday. That's all from Green Sports Center. My name is Chukunonso Ezurike. I'm back to Ebele for the rest of the news.
Thank you, Lonsu, for the sports update. So that's the news at noon on 92.5, the Enugu's Green FM. Be sure to join our news team at 6 p.m. for more news and updates. Thank you for this. My name is Ebele Somakumi. Up next is the River South with our Pluto up until 1 p.m. with the Public Cook and your good afternoon.
Radioactive intelligence.
You were that girl and it plays that too. Green FM. truly